Josh Moss with Affordable Heating and Cooling provides residential HVAC and duct cleaning services to the Middle Tennessee area. With more than 20 years of experience, Josh Moss and the AHC team provide 24/7 service and take care to ensure whatever work you need done is done in a professional, timely manner. Contact AHC at 615-745-1676. That's 615-745-1676. Or go to their website at affordableheatingandcoolingtn.com.
Most people know that their insurance can provide them with coverage for the many life's mishaps, but I can help you also unlock discounts, save money, and get benefits with Farmers Insurance policy perks. Whether we're discussing home or auto insurance, I am here to help you understand these great perks. Call me, Mark Lewis, at 615-625-7070 for a quote, and you can get a whole lot of something with Farmers policy perks.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Not available in every state. Only available at select Farmers branded policies underwritten by Farmers Truck or Fire Insurance Exchanges or affiliate.
Mike and Felicia Sparks, owner of the Vanity Zone Salon, want to invite you to stop in for your next haircut or color. Their stylists Michelle, Tori, Tracy, Brandy, Sarah, and Gail offer the best creative cuts and color for all ages, for men and women. The Vanity Zone is located at 732 Nissan Drive in Smyrna, to the right of the Crystals Restaurant. To look and feel your best, visit the Vanity Zone Salon today. Call 615-355-1721 to book your next appointment.
At Dr. Automotive in Smyrna, from oil changes to major engine and transmission repairs, we've got the cure for your car. Let's hear from customers of Dr. Automotive.
He does a good job. He lets you know what's going on and do it at a good price.
Danny does a lot in our community, so he's very involved and invested.
I recommend family, friends. Danny is spot on because he'll suggest what I need to do, and of course, I've never had an issue.
For quality care you can trust, visit Dr. Automotive in Smyrna. We've got the cure for your car.
Hi there, my name is Rusty Russ. I, along with my sons, Luke and Reed Russ, sell real estate for Stevens Group in the Middle Tennessee area. We are a team of professionals who have the knowledge of local and regional market, which allows us to offer you a full range of commercial, industrial, residential, and investment real estate services, matching our resources with your needs. You can call us at 615-366-8900 or at my cell 615-406-5553 or email jrustyrust@comcast.net.
AFFI is Middle Tennessee's premier choice for pest, wildlife, and moisture control. They specialize in those difficult and unique cases. You can reach them by phone at 615-300-2395. That's 615-300-2395. Or stop in at 200 Glenrose Lane in Smyrna.
Josh Moss with Affordable Heating and Cooling provides residential HVAC and duct cleaning services to the Middle Tennessee area. With more than 20 years of experience, Josh Moss and the AHC team provide 24/7 service and take care to ensure whatever work you need done is done in a professional, timely manner. Contact AHC at 615-745-1676. That's 615-745-1676. Or go to their website at affordableheatingandcoolingtn.com.
Most people know that their insurance can provide them with coverage for the many life's mishaps, but I can help you also unlock discounts, save money, and get benefits with Farmers Insurance policy perks. Whether we're discussing home or auto insurance, I am here to help you understand these great perks. Call me, Mark Lewis, at 615-625-7070 for a quote, and you can get a whole lot of something with Farmers policy perks.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Not available in every state. Only available at select Farmers branded policies underwritten by Farmers Truck or Fire Insurance Exchanges or affiliate.
This is Conversations with Mike Sparks.
Are you concerned with the state of America, your state, your community? Then you're in the right place. State Representative Mike Sparks. He and guests are here to talk about local politics, history, faith, and freedom.
All right. Listen to Conversation with Mike Sparks. I'm your host, Mike Sparks. Got a big show tonight. We just barely made it in here. Roger Thomas been joining me. Roger, how you doing?
Doing great, man. How you doing?
Doing good. And Connor, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
Doing good. You know, you still in school?
No, I graduated last year.
Oh, you did? Okay, I'm sorry. I should know this stuff. Jeremy, how you doing? Jeremy.
I am great, Mike. How are you?
Doing good. But got a big show. I'm really excited about the guest that Roger went and got. Tell us about, because you reached out to the print shop.
And
invited gentlemen up here.
Yeah, along with the mid-10 hot rodders. They're
they're out there. Come up here. It's about 5:20.
But you know how I was telling Jason, this is Jason Gibson. He actually owns the print shop, but new owner. And I was telling him that we go in there quite a bit, and you plug them all the time. We actually plug you all the time.
Yeah.
That's great. Thanks.
And we're really going to give you some good plugs tonight. But anyway, I went in. We got the chili cook-off coming January the 4th, Saturday, January the 4th. We're going to give out door prizes. Well, I walked in just cold, told him who I was. Man, he graciously donated, gave a gift card for the drawing. So that was I knew right off, that's it. We got to have him on the show, Mike. So.
Well, you're good at hitting people. I mean, seriously, you really are. I mean, you hit up, I think.
I give you a list. Yeah, Elders gave a real nice. It's almost $200.
Well, Christy's daughter won the toolbox, right?
Yeah, it was $250, I think. But this one, they gave a big, nice mechanics craftsman set, and that was Elders Hardware in Smyrna. And the lady that owns Sheila, that owns. Let me get my name. Heavenly Treats. You know where the market is on the Victory House on Eden Springs? She actually donated the gift basket.
Yeah.
And TNT Fireworks in Laverne, Mason Williams, he's the manager down there. They donated a big, bunch of some fireworks. You'll see.
Yep. And then Legends. I think Legends
gave
one. Home Depot should help us.
You're right. And I got some others that they're going to be calling me. Got to wait to get permission, I guess it's called. But,
and if folks want to participate, I mean, just throw I don't know, maybe it's a $20 gift card for haircuts or something. How do they get a hold of you?
Well, they can call me. I'll just get my phone on the 615-585-1333. But if they don't leave a message, I don't recognize.
Say again.
615-585-1333.
All right.
But
every now and then you get somebody crazy calling you. I used to have a guy call me. He's kind of crazy. Bless his heart. He was like the CIA's after him and all. I mean, it was kind of. Bless. I felt. I'd sit there and listen to him for 30 minutes, man. Nice guy. You went to school with the guy. I mean, for real. I'm not. I mean, he would call me. Anyways, I hope he's doing good. I mean, seriously. Anyways,
but anyway, when I asked Jason,
you'll get a few calls.
I asked Jason to come. His wife is also the owner, and her name's Leslie. But we can get Jason.
Jason, how you doing?
I'm doing good. How are y'all?
Doing good. You ever been on radio before?
Never have.
Well, because we didn't prep none of this, man. We didn't talk about none of it.
I've been on some podcasts before, but
have you? Well, same thing. You know, man. I don't get over there that often, but Roger and I have been over there, and Tony Campbell came with us, and I think we've had some other people meet with us.
I've had my wife there too.
Man, the atmosphere is just awesome over there.
Yeah, we love that place. It's with the original owner decided he was going to sell it or close it down. He put it on Instagram, and my wife found it right away. And
For real?
She's like, "Hey,
that's how you found it.
We got to go buy this place."
You serious?
We've been talking about buying a restaurant for 20 years. Yeah, he posted on Instagram that he was going to close it down, and we're like, "No, you can't do this." And so we confronted him that day, and we bought it the next day.
Now, were you all familiar with Smyrna or something?
Yeah, well, we've been in Smyrna for about 10 years.
Oh, I was thinking you moved from Knoxville.
Nope. Okay. We've been in Middle Tennessee for 20.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
What brought you to Middle Tennessee?
Originally a restaurant business.
Really?
Yep.
Well, that's a tough business.
Yeah. So I came here as a corporate trainer for another restaurant company about 20 years ago, and then I kind of got out of telecom, started having a family, or got out of the restaurant business, got into telecom, having a family and all that stuff. So, and all of a sudden it just happened. Landed at a restaurant.
Man, it really is a nice atmosphere over there.
Yeah.
You know, when I was 21, I had my first business was a fitness center, and it was right over there where the little, it was a karate studio at one time, but right there, but to the left of Will's Photography.
Okay, right.
I only had it for a few years, and then next thing I got kids on the way, married, and everything else. My whole life plans changed for the better. For the better.
That happens.
But y'all have got, how many square feet is that place?
It's almost 5,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's up 2,400 up and 2,400 down.
Is there a certain specialty y'all are kind of, when it comes to the menu that y'all are highlighting?
So what I've done, I wanted to take the place over as the chef myself, and it just kind of was overwhelming. So I hired a classically trained chef.
Really?
To take over the kitchen and just to do his thing.
Yeah.
And he's made some incredible changes. He's got some great food he's putting out.
Where's he from?
Originally from like the Caucasus Mountains in like Georgia.
Oh wow.
Oh.
Like
Okay.
not the state of Georgia, but like Russia.
Caucasus.
Georgia.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Wow.
He's been all over Europe and trained, and
Yeah.
he's an incredible chef.
Yeah. The
I'll plug Chef Armin Baez out here.
yeah. Now, does Miss? There's a girl I went to high school with. Her daughter was working there. I don't know if she's.
Remember her name?
And Esther and Melanie, was it
Probably
Melody
her mom's-
Estes
He probably
in
remembers
high
the mom.
school?
He probably remembers his mom's name.
Melody, I remember. Yeah, Melody Estes. Well, that's Estes now.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
They own some school buses.
Okay, now I don't think they're still there, but we several of the original employees had left when we because he shut it down for a couple days, so we've had to hire some people.
But man, that's got to be such a tough business. And I know Smyrna
It's
wants
not
to
easy.
support you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They've come out in droves to visit and to see what's new.
I was kidding the guy earlier. Roger sent me put a little Facebook live. My former assistant Marvin and I, after church, he popped in church with me today, and I thought Roger was coming to church and trying to get him to come to church with me. And he does do our Bible study, so that's moving the right direction. But we were at that Shogun across the Omni Hut.
Okay, yeah.
And it was only $19 for both of us, and I was telling I was looking over to Omni Hut, and that guy had shut down.
Right.
You know, and I was telling the guy who's I guess Japanese, and I was telling him, I said, man, you need to partner with Omni Hut.
Mm-hmm.
Sell their teriyaki sauce, get with Polly across the street, and I gave him my card. I said, man, come up with some of their dishes that's Omni Hut, or you maybe do it. I mean, there's so many people. You talk about the Omni Hut on Facebook. So many people relate to the Omni Hut.
Yeah.
So many people work. Did you work there? I mean, almost half the Smyrna worked at the Omni Hut.
No, but when Omni Hut closed it wasn't because they didn't have the business. It caused because they were getting
Couldn't
older.
get labor.
Yeah,
Right.
well, they're getting
Polly
older
was running her
too.
tail
So
off.
yeah, the way I understood that was that the lady that ran that place, or a couple, I guess, were older, Polynesian couple or whatever that had been running it for years, and they just were like, we're getting, we can't do this anymore.
Yeah.
And so they leased that space out to that. I don't remember the guy's name, but he was doing the tasting room in there for a while.
Yeah.
And,
Did you ever go by there?
No, I never made it by. We just always busy, and they had some odd hours or whatever. So
Yeah. Well, I want y'all to do good, and I know the town wants you to do good. What about parking? Are you good on parking?
Yeah, so parking, when you come into the back where the main parking appears to be, it seems like there's not a lot of parking there, but there's really a lot of parking.
Yeah.
The church back behind us lets us park there.
Good.
We don't try not to bother them on Wednesday night and Sunday morning, but usually those aren't busy nights for
Do
us
they come
anyway.
by sometimes?
Yeah, I think we've
parishioners?
seen some folks in there.
That's good.
The optometrist office over there, they close at like 4 o'clock. So you can
Okay.
always park right next door at the optical shop.
Okay. So what about the red bicycle? Is this still called red bicycle?
No, the red bicycle, and I'll plug this guy too. So it's called Subculture Urban Cuisine now.
Okay.
And there's a guy named Pablo that runs that. He's got a place up in Nolensville. Well, it's on Nolensville Road at Old Hickory, and he's had that one for 8 or 10 years. And he bought the bottom of the old red bicycle there.
Okay.
And he's moved into there. He just opened too. So we got
What
two
do they
brand
do
new.
for the top? They just lease it out? Office
Yeah, I
space or
think
something?
the guy that bought that building has his offices up in the
Oh,
top.
okay. So he accesses it through the back stairway?
I'm not sure, but I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, do y'all what y'all have some kind of activities going on outside? What is that?
So we've got that green space out back. It's not doing a whole lot right now, obviously because of the weather. But there's games out there. We have there's a big shipping container on the back porch that turns into a bar in the summer, and it folds out. Yeah. So we got live bands on Saturday nights.
Yeah.
And when it's nice outside, we'll put them on the stage on the green. And
Oh,
then
cool.
when it's
Does that tend to get pretty busy?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
We had a big crowd last night, and when it's not when the weather's not great, we bring them inside and up in the upstairs bar.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So we had a couple guys in there last night.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good
Cool.
music. Yeah.
What's that? Have you been up there and visited the old trolley barn area? What's the name of that place? The Pinewood, is it Pinewood Derby up there in Nashville?
Oh, the Pinewood Social.
Pinewood Social.
Yeah, that place is pretty neat.
Yeah.
Or it was. I've not been there in 4 or 5 years.
I hadn't been
but it's
through
good.
there.
Yeah, it's
what's
a cool place.
What's the Italian game they play out there?
Bocce ball.
Bocce ball.
Yeah.
Is that I mean, I don't know much about it. I don't know how good it'd go over in Smyrna.
Yeah, no, I don't know if I got a spot for a bocce ball. I got cornhole. That's more of a Smyrna kind of thing, right?
Well, I'd say so.
Right.
Or Walter Hill kind of thing.
Right. I got the pool tables up top, and I got the shuffleboard up top.
Yeah.
And I've got,
I'm pretty good at
cornhole.
cornhole, by the way.
Yeah. All right. Well, come on. We'll do a little cornhole.
Seriously, I ain't trying to brag or anything, but the guy that had the restaurant where the Puckett's is, me and him, we had a big cornhole tournament, and we won it.
Nice.
And, and we really did. We beat Chris Beach, and Chris and his brother, or his uncle, man, what is that guy's name? Great George Croft, I think his name is, and they think like they're professionals, and man, we end up smoking them guys. Yeah, hope Chris is listening right now. He's on patrol. He's with the sheriff's department. But y'all ever having tournaments over there?
No, we haven't yet. But this is our first. We just started the process of buying the place back in September, and we officially took over like 3 weeks ago. So
I mean, you'd probably draw a crowd and seriously put a tournament and have the money go to the Boys Girls Club or something.
We'll probably do something like that starting this spring.
Yeah, that'd be good. I'll enter.
Yeah.
We'll see if I don't know whatever happened, but he ended up shutting that place down. I forgot the name of that restaurant when he had it. That was years ago. What's been the biggest challenge for you getting open?
The menu change, I think, from the old ownership. It was the food wasn't bad, but it wasn't something that we were overly proud of.
Yeah.
And so the entire menu changed. We kept some of the items, but just moving from kind of frozen food to fresh food, that's been a challenge. And then keeping some staff. Obviously, you got to find the right people to do that kind of that business.
Do you recruit in high schools, culinary arts students or anything?
So definitely the high school kids help us out a ton.
They have.
They have, definitely.
Good. How do you like recruit and retain? I mean, is there any incentives, anything you do that's personalized to help them?
Yeah, so mainly it's just treating those kids right, and and they have tricky schedules, right, with their school and their sports and all that stuff, and you got to work with them and get them to kind of bring their friends in and work with them, and it's really just it's kind of a give and take, right? If you treat them right, they'll do the best job they can for you.
I can always remember, I started the Omni Hut when I was 13. Major Walls that owned it was my neighbor. I'd walk up there and then he'd give me a ride home. But I can always remember him asking me, Michael, what do you think? What do you think I should do? Mm-hmm. And here he is, a World War II vet, and was in Pearl Harbor, and here I am, just a little 13, 14-year-old boy. And that always made a impression on me.
Yeah.
Because you never know where an idea may be spurred from,
Yeah, sure. We've got some young kids in the kitchen that, one in particular that will come up as a sous chef pretty quick, and he's full of ideas, and he's ready to work, he's ready to go. And he'll end up getting promoted up, and then we'll find somebody to come up behind him. And
what was it? I quoted Confucius, and somebody said he didn't say that, but I said, what did he say? Find something you love to do, you'll never work a day in your life.
Yeah,
and somebody's like, he didn't say that. I'm like, I think he did,
I'm sure everybody probably said that at one time, right?
Yeah, just find something you love doing.
Absolutely.
So you love what you're doing.
Absolutely.
Then. Yeah.
Yeah.
So how's Smyrna treated you?
So far so good.
Codes, everything been good?
Yeah. We've made friends with the city council and the beer board. They're our friends for sure.
Yep. And Roger's on the historic. What's it called? The
Historical Zoning Commission.
Oh, right. Historical Zoning. Yeah.
Don't try to change your colors now.
No, well,
they may shut you down.
We want to hang some wreaths around the outside next Christmas.
Got to get approval.
Yeah. Well, we have to go before the board.
See. Anyways, we don't get in that conversation. I think there's too much government sometimes. But Smyrna, one thing you got to give them credit for, man. Smyrna's done a great job and very pro business, pro small business.
Absolutely.
And when the Omni Hut shut down, that just. In fact, I was their last customer. I mean, I really was. I happened to. I was going to MTSU and I was coming back, and I knew it was going to be a tough day for Polly, and I popped in there and got talking to her, and she had a big thing of fried rice still there. I said, "What are you going to do with that fried rice?" She goes, "I don't know. You want it?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'll take it." And there was one little couple sitting in there, and I grabbed her bill and I paid it, and I had the receipt on me. I don't know whatever I ever done with it, but I was last official customer.
Well, Mike, isn't that an ingredient in like a burrito? I mean,
No, we don't talk about that.
Okay.
Not live on the radio. I used to work in the restaurant business. Mine was Taco Bell.
I got you.
Yeah, he was kidding me about it. I got in trouble for making this 6-pound burrito. The manager was like, man, that cost me all that cheese, all them lettuce. And I was like, man, it's just a little bit of lettuce.
And it wasn't even
and a little
wrapped.
cheese. Yeah, it wasn't wrapped. It was so big. Because he put it on the scale.
Yeah.
I think that was, what was that guy's name that gave me a hard time? Rick Stinnett. I think his name was Rick Stinnett. I think that was his name.
Well, that's
He
a
was
record. I
manager.
seen a picture of it. They still have it.
But you know what? Marvin and I, we were together today at the Shogun, and I done a little Facebook Live. But you know the thing about, like, he doesn't like McDonald's, and I'm a fan of McDonald's. I like their coffee. I like the business model.
Right.
I use the app, and I mean, yeah, you can get a better hamburger, but as far as the efficiency.
And the
Can't
consistency.
beat it. Yes, exactly.
It's always the same, no matter which McDonald's you go to. You get a double quarter pounder over here or over there, it's the same.
Yes. Now,
That's
you know
good.
John that owns some of the McDonald's here?
No, I don't know him, but
Be
I.
a good guy to get to know.
Yeah.
You know, if you go through the Nissan McDonald's, Brent was the first guy to sign my petition when I ran for office. I stuck it through
really?
there. Talk about a guy. I tried to recruit him to come work for me when I had my car business, and he's been working there for 15, 20 years.
Really?
He grew up with John, and very polite. All those guys are. Every now and then you'll have somebody that's not polite, but they don't usually last long.
Right.
You know.
You can tell the difference of the ones that are franchise, and that's a good franchise, and the ones that are kind of corporate.
Is
and
it?
that you can tell the difference in them. You know, you just the people that you're encountering.
Yes.
Well, the ladies the other night when I came in to see you the other day, they were really polite. Met me right at the door, talked to me. You know, so that I don't know who they were. Young girls in there. They were really nice. Yeah.
Well, Major Walls. I remember we named Mercer Road after Major Walls. You'll see it in front of Joe's place, and it was he had already passed, you know, and it was a surprise for Sally, and the mayor showed up. We had a lot of folks that came out that day, but I remember it was Lee Beeman, of all people. Lee Beeman, the Tennessean ran a story, and Lee Beeman sent me an email, and he says, was Major Walls, did he always wear like a Hawaiian shirt? He says, I remember him, because remember he opened this in like 1962, 63, somewhere in there, and he said but Major Walls would always talk to all his customers, walk around, get to know everybody. So he was like the face of that restaurant,
Right.
you know,
And he had the old woodshed also. And I can remember my first encounter with Major Walls. They had the hay baler. It was kind of like a little bar in the back. And we
Did they
all
have a liquor license back then?
I don't know, but we had long hair and stuff. He
A
didn't
lot of
like
things
it.
you
We
got
went
by
in. This
with
is
back
early
here.
70s. We went in, and we were
Yeah.
old enough to drink stuff, but he didn't seem too happy. We didn't meet the
Criteria,
Yeah.
standards.
Yeah.
You know, the Omni Hut.
Looked like a riffraff, didn't you? Yeah.
We probably were.
Yeah, there's a story about the Omni Hut that the Beach Boys stopped by there.
Oh, really?
And you ever heard that one? Mm-hmm. And Major Walls, I'd heard it for years. Beach Boys came in.
Didn't know who they were.
Well, I don't think he did, but they didn't have no shoes on. And he said, you better go get your shoes on, come to my restaurant there. But we're the Beach Boys. He goes, I don't care who you are. You can wear shoes, shirt when you come in my restaurant. But that's what I liked about that guy.
Yeah.
You know? And there was one story, I think it's okay if I share this one. A customer didn't pay him one night. This is back in the
Wash your dishes.
80s, 90, yeah. And guy didn't pay him. And he had a little Derringer. And he shot the tire. Shot his tire out, yeah.
Wow.
And he was on the way. I think he stopped by Big Charlie's. The guy ended up by Big Charlie's bait shop with his flat tire. And Sally was his wife. Well, she was a police officer. She gets the call. I mean, dispatch sends her out there, and she hears what's going on. She goes, well, tells the man, you could either fix your tire and go home, or he'll buy you a tire and then you will pay the bill at the restaurant. He goes, I'll just put my spare on and go home. But it was just different. Then they own the country club. Used to be a country club in Smyrna. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But anyways, he was a true entrepreneur, you know.
Yeah.
But man, glad to have you, you know. And Roger and I'll try to get over maybe. What time y'all close tonight?
Tonight, what is tonight? Sunday? We close at 8 tonight.
8?
Yeah.
I mean, it's a beautiful atmosphere. If
It
folks
really
hadn't
is.
been over
It
there.
really is. My wife, I've taken my wife there, and she loved the atmosphere. That's
What's the what's the name of it?
the print shop.
Print shop.
On
Print shop.
Irish Street,
Okay.
Smyrna.
And that would be 5 North Lowry or
It's
1?
1 North.
1 North.
1
'cause
North, yep.
My business was, I think, 3
Yeah.
North Lowry.
And that place now is what they call Downtown Social. And that lady's got just like a little private event venue. She opens up once in a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The rent back then was $550 a month.
Oh,
I could have bought the building for $45.
I won't even tell you what my rent is or what I want to have to buy this building for when it comes up.
Are you you get an option to buy it?
Yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Well, just pray about it.
Yeah, that's all
seriously,
I can do
the
at
Lord
this
opened
point.
the doors. It's just, yeah, Well, thank you so much, Connor. Let's take a quick
Mike, thanks.
break. Thank you, man.
Josh Moss with Affordable Heating and Cooling provides residential HVAC and duct cleaning services to the Middle Tennessee area. With more than 20 years of experience, Josh Moss and the AHC team provide 24/7 service and take care to ensure whatever work you need done is done in a professional, timely manner. Contact AHC at 615-745-1676. That's 615-745-1676. Or go to their website at affordableheatingandcoolingtn.com.
Most people know that their insurance can provide them with coverage for the many life's mishaps, but I can help you also unlock discounts, save money, and get benefits with Farmers Insurance policy perks. Whether we're discussing home or auto insurance, I am here to help you understand these great perks. Call me, Mark Lewis, at 615-625-7070 for a quote, and you can get a whole lot of something with Farmers policy perks.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Not available in every state. Only available at select Farmers branded policies underwritten by Farmers Truck or Fire Insurance Exchanges or affiliate.
Mike and Felicia Sparks, owner of the Vanity Zone Salon, want to invite you to stop in for your next haircut or color. Their stylists Michelle, Tori, Tracy, Brandy, Sarah, and Gail offer the best creative cuts and color for all ages, for men and women. The Vanity Zone is located at 732 Nissan Drive in Smyrna, to the right of the Crystals Restaurant. To look and feel your best, visit the Vanity Zone Salon today. Call 615-355-1721 to book your next appointment.
At Dr. Automotive in Smyrna, we're committed to providing local car owners with top-notch auto repair services. With over 2 decades of experience, our ASC certified master technicians are experts in both foreign and domestic vehicles, ensuring accurate diagnosis and timely, cost-effective repairs. From oil changes to major engine and transmission repairs, we've got the cure for your car. Dr. Automotive, keeping your car running smoothly, mile after mile. Visit our website, smyrnaautorepair.com.
Josh Moss with Affordable Heating and Cooling provides residential HVAC and duct cleaning services to the Middle Tennessee area. With more than 20 years of experience, Josh Moss and the AHC team provide 24/7 service and take care to ensure whatever work you need done is done in a professional, timely manner. Contact AHC at 615-745-1676. That's 615-745-1676. Or go to their website at affordableheatingandcoolingtn.com.
Most people know that their insurance can provide them with coverage for the many life's mishaps, but I can help you also unlock discounts, save money, and get benefits with Farmers Insurance policy perks. Whether we're discussing home or auto insurance, I am here to help you understand these great perks. Call me, Mark Lewis, at 615-625-7070 for a quote, and you can get a whole lot of something with Farmers policy perks.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Not available in every state. Only available at select Farmers branded policies underwritten by Farmers Truck or Fire Insurance Exchanges or affiliate.
Mike and Felicia Sparks, owner of the Vanity Zone Salon, want to invite you to stop in for your next haircut or color. Their stylists Michelle, Tori, Tracy, Brandy, Sarah, and Gail offer the best creative cuts and color for all ages, for men and women. The Vanity Zone is located at 732 Nissan Drive in Smyrna, to the right of the Crystals Restaurant. To look and feel your best, visit the Vanity Zone Salon today. Call 615-355-1721 to book your next appointment.
Is your car running like a dream, or does it need a little TLC? At Dr. Automotive in Smyrna, we treat your vehicle like it's one of our own. Let's hear what some customers have to say about Dr. Automotive.
Been coming to them ever since he opened up. Good family. I recommend other people to get them repaired here because I knew they would do it and do it right. Been happy to send people to him because I trust what he does so much.
We're crazy about him. It's all about the doctor.
For quality care you can trust, visit Dr. Automotive in Smyrna. We've got the cure for your car.
All right, folks, we're back. Got my buddies, Mid-10 Hot Rodders, come up for their second annual spring thaw out, March 15th. Mike, Christy, how y'all doing?
Doing good. How about yourself?
Doing good.
You know, got a lot of folks. I don't know this lady. Janice. Janice, what's your last name? Ellis. And then these good-looking gentlemen in the back.
This is David.
David.
And
Chris.
Yeah,
welcome.
That's pushing it. The good-looking part now.
Now, and y'all are going to come out. Well,
yes.
With Roger, going to help us here pretty soon.
Yeah, January the 4th, we're having that big, the 14th annual chili cook-off at Sam Davis' home. And we can always count on the Mid-10 Hot Rodders showing up. I mean, it's the second one, but if you ever been to one of their car shows, I'm going to get off the subject a little bit. Yep. They have one at Sam Davis' home every year. If you ever been to one, man, you're not going to you're going to go you're not going to go away unhappy or whatever, because they had barbecue this last time. I think Mr. David, didn't you cook that barbecue? That was awesome. Okay. And they gave out all kind of prizes. They had a band. The band was really good.
Yes.
That guy sounded just like, was it Kenny Rogers and all that stuff? Yeah, that was really good.
He looks like Kenny, too.
Yeah, and
acts like Kenny.
Yes. He drinks like Kenny, too, probably.
Well, I didn't want to break it apart. He might be listening.
Oops, sorry, Billy.
But anyway, do a great job. But they are going to be at our fourth annual, January the 4th, Saturday, and it starts about. How we're going to start it, Mike? I'm just going to go ahead and read it off.
Go ahead.
Schedule for that day. And if y'all need to jump in, times and stuff.
Okay.
To get my eyes on, I know when you're 70 years old, this is just the way it is. Anyway, from 7:30 to 9, we're going to have the Men of Hope prayer breakfast. That's going to be at the Creek House. And then starting around 10, we're going to have several speakers. Dr. Murphy, Board President, Pettis Reed, Commissioner, Miss Frances Victory Odom's going to speak, Mary Watkins. We're going to have live bluegrass this time. It's going to be from 12 to 1. And Johnny Johns, the old Liberty Hill King's John home, it's going to be there. Joyce Leonard. Charles Jones, 95-year-old, and Governor's Assistant, John DeBerry, he'll be speaking at 2:30. And we're going to have a couple of proclamations going on. And about 4 o'clock, we're going to have the chili winners, and we're going to have door prizes. We got great door prizes this time. But I think the cruise-in's going to start. The cars are going to start coming in around 1 o'clock. Am I right?
Yeah, we're going to have everybody come in about 1 o'clock.
Okay. And like I said, it's also going to be a food drive, Mike. Did you don't forget to mention that?
Yeah.
But I think I've got everything covered on that end of it. But like I said, if Mid-10 Hot Rodders are a great organization, and like I said, what I love about it too, besides the people, it's a story of the guys. That's the thing. To me, I walk around their cars. You hear the stories. I just think that's so awesome.
Definitely.
Yeah. We've got a caller. I think my buddy Mark's calling in. Mark, how you doing?
No, your other buddy Marty.
Okay.
Oh, he's going to bring his car.
Sorry.
Are you going to bring your car, Marty?
Yes. As a matter of fact, that's the reason I was calling in. I'm not a member of the Mid-10, but I sure would enjoy being a member, applying for it. I bought a 55 Chevrolet last year, and I'm real excited about putting it in shows.
I think if you give me $500, I can get you right in there.
And he'll give that right back to me.
Yeah, but
so
no, but yeah, man.
You take a credit card?
Sure.
He'll sign up tonight.
He'll do it. He'll do it. No, but yeah, man. You're also part of the the chili cook-off this year. You're going to be a presenter on one of our things, but I'm not going to mention who it's for. Because it's a surprise, but we appreciate you doing that, Marty.
Oh, I'm thrilled. I'm tickled. I'm so honored because the people I'm presenting it to, I have been friends with them for over 50 years.
Oh yeah, the great people, great. They're really awesome.
Gosh, yeah. So when I was invited to participate, oh yeah, I was overwhelmed.
Well, good. Well, we got the right guy to do it.
Yeah, don't say their names. It's a surprise. It was a surprise.
Oh, don't worry about me, Mike. Don't worry about you, Mr.
No. Well, they're probably listening right now. Anyways.
Yeah.
Hey, tell.
I will have my car out there.
Good. Good.
Tell us about your car real quick and where you got it from.
Well, it's really got a good backstory, unusual. It was built in Alabama. It was one of those that was taken apart, built ground up, and it's got what they call a blueprinted engine in it.
It's nice.
I didn't know a thing about blueprinted engines until I talked to Tony and Ferris.
Yeah, fair and tight.
And then I found out it's got 440 horsepower.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it's a nice car.
Is that the one that is that the one Tony drove to the fish fry?
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Yeah, I've seen it. It's a
Well,
real
I'm
nice
excited to
car.
see it. Can't wait to see it.
Oh, I'm tickled to death to own it. I bought it through Meekham's Auto Auction in Pennsylvania.
Oh, wow.
And a friend of mine that owns classic cars, I don't want to mention his name, Mike Overcast, but anyhow, I figured y'all knew him, so I heard of him. But Mike and I go back to 1973, 74 when we rode horses together. And that's a long time. He's a lot older than me. So anyhow, though, he saw the car on Meekham's. He said, "You got to buy this thing." He said, "You really got to buy it." And I did. I bought it. And they delivered it here to the house with that big trailer they have. And Mike came over, and Tony was here, and Perrin was here. And we watched them unload it and drove it here across the street to my house. But the backstory is, what I found out, the car was put in the auction by the man's niece. The man had passed away and left the car to nobody. So they had to go through what kind of court, probate, I don't know, whatever you call it.
Mm-hmm.
And the daughter, the niece, was able to get it and sell it for the family. I did not know all this stuff there at first. I didn't know how much money was put into it. But what I learned later was like almost $100,000.
Wow.
Wow, it's been on it.
It's got power windows and power locks in it.
Yeah, it's nice.
And it's got a four-in-the-floor automatic transmission. So it's a very unusual car, and I'm tickled. But the very first car I ever got when I was 16 years old, I turned 16, and Dad gave me a 1955 Chevrolet 210 Post, just like I got now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So I went from 16 to 76. How many years is that before I got the same car again? Starting all over.
Yeah, we can't wait to see that. It's going to be exciting.
Well, I'm excited. And I was serious about if I could become part of y'all's organization, I'd appreciate it.
Heck yeah, come on up and see us. We every now and then at Steak and Shake we have a cruise in, usually every Saturday night, depending on weather. But yeah, come on up and see us anytime.
Well, I understand this. Michael probably already told you, but I was in a car wreck in my Corvette about 3.5 years ago.
I do know that. Yes.
And the truck that ran over top of me paralyzed me.
Well, that's your heart.
I have to get a driver.
Hey, I'll drive it. I'll drive it for you. All you got to do is holler. I'll come do it.
Bring her over to the house.
We'll do it. Yeah.
I can drive a stick shift. I can drive automatic. You bring it.
She
I'll
also
drive it.
says she knows how to cook chili. Is that right?
I do. I
Do you?
do. That good McCormick's, that powder stuff you get at the
Oh,
store.
is it?
Heck yeah. Oh, yeah.
Well, like I said, I ate some of the cowboy baked beans.
They're good,
Yeah,
aren't they?
it really was. Yeah, I told.
They're
She
really
said no,
good.
she didn't. I said no. It was really good. And again,
you.
man, David, that was good barbecue.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, hey,
That was-
thanks, Marty, for calling in and listening, and
All right,
we'll
you
get
guys
back.
Take care,
Thank-
and thanks for having me on the show with
right.
you tonight. Look forward to it.
Thank you, brother.
Merry
All right.
Christmas.
We'll see you. No, he was bragging on some baked beans, or something you made.
Oh,
today.
yes.
You know?
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's good. Hey,
They're
hey.
good.
But hey, you talking about the cars? David, are you from here originally?
Yes.
You remember? Did you ever cruise Shoney's?
Yes.
Yeah, I used to do that. Okay.
Oh, God, I did too. Oh, no.
I told. Oh,
was
you're
in a
not
car
old
seat
enough.
or
You're not. Oh, no, no.
Yeah, I was. Yeah, car seat.
Well, I'm
yeah.
gonna tell you a story. Yeah, I was in a car.
In a stroller.
I told Mike a story. He didn't think cars come like. You remember the old bench seat in the front? And I had 3 on the tree. It was a '62 Ford Fairlane. 3 on the tree, but the pin come out one day and the tree went that way. I didn't have no shift. but I had I mean like
Oh no.
But they will start. You can start them in second or set on the hill. Yeah. But I had the bench seat, and if you had a car back then when I was young, and I was like 16, I had that Ford, and that was 1971, and if you had everybody in the world. Everybody wanted to ride with you, so you get 6 people in there. Like those bench seats.
Yeah, pack
What's
'em
that
in.
story about Gilbert
that's something else.
You gonna tell that?
Well, if you want me to, but they probably got stories too. I can tell. I can tell they got stories. But anyway, my brother was real bad about this. You know, be 3 guys in the front, 3 guys in the back, and he'd honk that horn and duck down, look like that was your date beside you. Like I could kill him. Like he'd reach over, he'd slide down in the seat, and people see and look at.
Very pretty.
Yeah. No.
Well, how did y'all? So Paul Judd's the one that originally got this going. Is that right?
Yes. Yeah.
Y'all want to jump on that?
It was.
Tell Paul's story.
It was me, Paul, and Danny standing in Paul's front yard. What was it? June 5th at midnight, 2021.
Mm-hmm.
And I had went to a cruise into Murfreesboro with my wife, and I told her, I said, well, I can put on one better than this. And she goes, why don't you do it? So I went over to Paul's house, and him and Danny had been talking about it, and we all just decided to do it. And Paul called Christy. What was it? The next day.
It wasn't even long
later.
after that. Yeah.
And we made a promise to him
that we'd keep it going.
We keep it going.
Oh, and they got it going too, baby. It's a good one. It's awesome.
We love it. It's a family. It's a family for us.
Oh,
We're not like a group club. It's just a family.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we have us, our active members right here, but as in like paying fees and stuff, presidents, we don't do that. It's you come in your family.
Yeah.
That's how we see it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I know Paul, folks that didn't know Paul Judd, he passed with COVID. Has it been 3 years ago?
It's been, February 14th. 4 years, February, Wow.
Yeah, man, you never know about life.
You don't. You don't.
How's Danny doing? Y'all seen Danny? Wow.
Danny is Danny.
Yeah.
Our little sweet little Danny. We love you, Danny. If you're listening, we love you, Danny. Yeah. Our sweet little Danny.
So y'all got new members joining and getting involved?
Every day.
It's constant.
Every day.
Yeah.
Well, how many y'all got? How many members do you think y'all have? Because I see constantly.
726 or something, I think
on
now.
Facebook, I think the last count I saw was 735.
Yeah, something like that. But we have people wanting to come every day, and you're like, come on. We don't have a formal, hey, you're a member.
Yeah.
You just come. You come, we hang out. It's like a family gathering. It's just how we want to do it.
Yeah, I'm gonna talk Mike into getting a classic car.
You should.
Man, they're so expensive.
It's just money.
You're
not taking it with you.
Yeah, but I mean, the car I had that '68 Camaro, and people know the story. Marty run me off from his insurance company, wouldn't insure me.
Marty,
and I mean, he really made me mad. I mean, seriously. I don't mean to get religious or anything, but I mean, I vowed I was going to get him back one day. I mean, I was serious. I was mad, and I started my car business. He come in, and I was like, "This is the time," and I was fixing. Pull what my dad would have said, don't let the door hit you in AWS.
Mm-hmm.
I was fixing to do that, and then I thought, what would my mom want me to do? And what would Jesus do? So I quickly forgave him and made some money off of him.
Man, I'll tell you what. Hey, at least you made money off of him.
I sold him a couple cars. Marty's got a good heart. I thought Tony Campbell's going to come up here with us.
I don't know. I hadn't heard from Tony.
Well, the food drive we did last year with all y'all's help and Tony's help, what was it, $1,000 worth of food that we were able to raise?
Quite a bit. So his truck was full of food, wasn't it?
He had a pallet.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, had a pallet.
Yeah. So any little thing helps. People need it.
So. That really helped that folks out. Wasn't you talking about that lady that does that food drive when you donated some of that stuff there? Yeah, you said
Kathy Tyson.
That really helped them out a whole lot, didn't it?
Oh, if anybody wants to help the food pantries, they're low.
Yeah.
I mean, they need help. A lot of folks are hurting. Brenda Bryant, they've got the food pantry over by the. If you know where Bridgestone is, across from Bridgestone towards the icy plant, it's on the right. Kathy Tyson's real involved. You can find them on Facebook. But hopefully we have a good drive. But the prayer breakfast starts at 7:30. If any of y'all want to pop in, and then I think Mayor Reed's going to come out. Mayor Esther Reed, I believe she's going to come out, maybe kick us off.
And and we've got some judges, real judges, going to judge a chili. So if you since y'all are in the fast car business, you might want to. Get knowing them real well. So because some of those cars I'd see, I know I'd get a ticket as soon as I left the driveway.
Oh yeah. I tell you, get in some of them, it's like, watch out.
When you hear them crank it up, like,
yes.
Oh man.
Yes.
We I was telling Roger a while back. Maybe I've shared this with y'all. I was over at Advance. Man, it was about a year ago, and the guy had a red. He's a nice guy, red Camaro, black stripes, but it's a newer one, and that's what I had in high school. But I was 68. And I said, this used to be called Tenneco, and the bank was was called Castle and Dungeon. It was kind of a hangout. I said, and I was just a kid, and I would leave the Omni Hut, and I'd be working, and I'd sit there and watch drag races start right there at the red light, Quigsack, to the bridge. And but it was, look back, it's like, I can't believe people did this kind of stuff.
Janice
There was one
probably,
cop on the road. You know?
Janice was probably the one.
So you remember those?
I do.
You know?
I worked there from the time it opened to the time it closed at Castle and Dungeon.
Did
Oh,
you
did you?
really?
Yes, I did.
The pizza was good.
Do you remember seeing a 500 Kawasaki? It smoked like crazy. That was me.
A lot of memories.
And I actually blew a '66 Chevelle up, 396, racing a 440 Dodge there. I blew it up.
Oh, yeah, that's no good.
Yeah,
that's no good.
But a lot of people grew up in Smyrna could relate to that. But I asked Sean Hart that's with the bank over there. I asked him. I said, man, could you let them y'all do a car show over there? And he's like, there's not a lot of room. I said, well, Aldi would. You could probably spill over an Aldi.
Heck yeah.
I think Advance would let you work something out.
Yeah, and anything you need. Yeah. You holler at us. We'll get it done.
I just thought it'd pull some
Heck
folks
yeah,
out.
that'd be awesome.
That would be pretty cool to do as a Castle and Dungeon
Yes,
group.
I know Mike had mentioned that a while ago about trying to get something to do.
Well, did y'all see where Freddie Hahn, Sergeant Asbury Hahn, he's killed in Iraq. His son called me, and it was really touching. His son says, he said, I got me a new truck, Mike. I said, what is it? I got 2000 GMC. He says, you know the one you sold my dad before he was deployed to Iraq? He says, my grandpa gave it to me. Oh, it was touching, man. I was like, there's a country song here.
Yes.
There's a song right here.
Yes.
But we talked about, getting him and A Soldier's Child, Daryl Mackin, to come over.
Let's do it.
Shoot
Heck
a little
yeah.
video, talk about
Heck
it.
yeah.
Yeah,
because we've got Steak and Shake, and then we'll have the bank parking lot beside there, so we can get some cars in there.
How's Steak and Shake doing?
They're good. They're good. Yeah.
Is it pretty quick to get food?
It is.
Is it?
It is.
Depends on how many cars we have out there.
Yeah.
Okay.
And sometimes our last year's spring thaw out, they ran out of ice cream. If that tells you anything.
Well, McDonald's ice cream machines broke all the time.
Well, that's
so,
McDonald's. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
McDonald's.
It's always broke.
Yeah, but they ran out of ice cream and had to go somewhere and get ice cream to make shakes with.
What?
So,
really?
If Taco Bell was close, I know if you get
We never shut
heck
down.
Heck of a burrito. He was a burrito builder right here.
Hey, no, I love me some Taco Bell now.
Where was your first job
They waited.
I worked at Southern Vet Center for 20 years.
Oh, you didn't have a real job like us, like Taco Bell?
Hey, I did work at Hickory Hollow Mall.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I can't remember the name of the store, but I worked
I
there.
thought you were like younger than that.
I'm 51. I'm 51.
Oh, really? Yeah, I worked at Morrison's there.
Oh, what was the name of that store? World Bazaar is what it was called.
World Bazaar.
I'm not going to tell you what kind of store it was, but it
Have
was
you
at
been
the
through?
mall.
Have you been through there?
No.
I went through there about 8 years ago. You know what? It reminded you can still go in there. You can still go in there. It to me, I was expecting something like zombie attack or something.
No, I don't want to go
It
there.
is so strange because we're used to it, the hustle and bustle. You go into Hickory Hollow Mall, and it's nothing. I mean, it's kind of eerie.
It's sad.
I think you can still go in there.
There toward
I don't
the
think
end,
I want to.
There toward the end, but you pass that little food court, and everybody in the world's coming up with samples and running you down, and then you get away from men, and they're trying to rub lotion on your hand and all kind of stuff. Y'all remember those days that they do that stuff?
Oh yes, they still do that at some Opry Mills.
Oh,
They'll run you down. Let me rub your hands. No, I'm
yeah,
good.
yeah.
I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah. No, that was a lot of first jobs for a lot of people.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Mike, where's your first job?
Bonanza in Smyrna.
Bonanza, yeah.
Oh
yeah.
man.
I used to take my wife out there.
He would like the salad bar from Bonanza.
Yeah.
What would you get, dear?
Tacos.
Cheese.
Tacos.
No,
did they have tacos?
They did.
Did they really?
Yeah.
They didn't have burritos, though, right?
Yeah, bacon bits and ham too. Yeah.
I tell you that that restaurant, the closest I've seen to like that is probably, I guess, what's that one that gave us that big prize, big gift card, Legends.
Legends.
That's the closest I've seen to any of them around.
Okay.
It's like that.
Legends, good restaurant.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know, I wanted to tell a story quick, but I wanted to let y'all hit on a few things before I go into the store. I just got back from Atlanta last night. Went down there to buy a big oven. They're hard to find. It's a certain size oven. But anyways, I was telling Roger, you know, I was delivering a car years ago. Talking about like a Godwink moment. when I first had my car business going, I had a car. I was trying to help a lady up in Nolensville Road by that Piccadilly cafeteria, and this was like 28 degrees outside, and I called a guy like a woolly booger. I don't know if you ever heard that term, woolly booger, but anyway, dude was homeless and an older fella, and he come up, and the boy with me just didn't want to have nothing to do with him. I said, man, what can I do? He said, man, I'm hungry. I said, well, walk over to the restaurant and get you something to eat, man. And I was loading up the car trailer, and I had a dually at the time, and I walked in the restaurant. Well, they were trying to stop him from coming to the restaurant, and I was like, well, just let the guy eat, So I bought him a meal and gave him some change, and I told him to call the rescue mission. And the dude looks at me. This is so cool, Connor. This is so cool. The old man looks at me and he goes, may God grant you 1,000,000 blessings. It was the oddest thing for this guy to say, and it kind of touched me. I was like, okay. I get in the truck. The boy with me, Keith, I won't say his last name. He don't like me to tell the story, but he is my wife's cousin, and her maiden name was Smith. And anyway,
put two and two together there.
And there's a girl with me or with him, and they're both making fun of me. Like, you can't help these drunks. And I said, it always comes around. It's like karma. It always comes around. We hear that. Sometimes we don't believe it, but it's real.
It does.
So I was delivering this little 66 convertible Mercedes, beautiful little car. And for some reason, something told me to throw this gas can in the back of my dually, just a little plastic. And I just tossed it like 12 feet, just threw it in there. And I never carry a gas can. I'm delivering a car by myself. And I don't know if you've ever been through Atlanta's traffic.
Oh, yes.
Oh, my God, it was so terrible.
Yes.
I'm like breaking down in the 8th lane.
Oh.
I'm running out of diesel fuel. But the gauge said I had 84th of a tank or 97th or something. It had a little bit of gas. I thought it did. So I had to pull over, man. Here I got this car back. But I had a sense of peace. I started walking with that gas can, and a young cat pulled up and said, man, you need a ride? I said, yeah. And I went, and he helped me get diesel fuel, because back then you didn't see many diesel pumps. And we had to go to another gas station. And he didn't want no money, so I took $10. I kind of slid it in his console. And I said, brother, if you need a car, I'm going to hook you up, And the boy making fun of me, he happened to be with me at the post office, and I went in and had a post office box on, and I handed him my mail. I never hand people my mail, other than my wife. Yeah. And we were on the way to Rotary Club. I had my buddy Dan Miller. If you ever listen to Dave Ramsey, it's Dan's best friend. Dan, I could consider a mentor. Sadly, he passed away this year. Sorry. And Keith opens the letter. Guess what was in the letter? The $10.
Are you serious?
Yeah. And it had a little post-it note. It said, nice try, Mike. Keith goes, who sent you $10? I was like, I don't know. And I said, wait a second. And he brought up, he said, didn't you break down in Atlanta?
Wow.
I was like, see, remember what I told you, brother? It was like God planted this whole tapestry to show it does come back.
I agree.
And me and her, we hung out at the Chattahoochee Country Club, drove her over in that little convertible, and it was closed, and went and had dinner, and I just drove back. I think I got a hotel that night and drove back, so sold the car. That car today is probably worth 60, 70 grand.
Wow.
I let it go for like 12.5.
Wow. Hey, that's awesome. Things come back to you.
Well, what, like with Marty, with Marty's listen, what can he do to help y'all? Because I know Marty would want to do something to help y'all.
Just support us. Just support. Just come see us. I mean, that's all we want. It's what we've always said. It's not even really about quantity. It's about the quality.
Yeah.
We're about people. Whatever we can do to help, whatever we can do to make you smile.
Well, I know.
Come on.
I know he is seriously going to be looking for a car trailer. I mean, for real. Okay. But if he could, he says he wants to go out west and do that Highway 66.
That would be awesome.
Right. Yeah, that's what he wants to do.
Yeah.
And he says he can pull that 55 Chevy with that Escalade, and I would think that's too heavy, but he says it's got enough horsepower to pull it. So I'm saying get one of them ultralight car trailers.
Yeah.
One of the lumen lights or whatever you call it.
Yeah. Yeah. Or just.
Can y'all be on the lookout for a car trailer?
Heck yeah. Yeah, we will. Yeah. Most definitely. Anything we can do.
Yeah.
Whatever we can do to help them, we'll do it.
It's never been about what we get. It's what we can give back.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's never been about us. It's about how can we give back to our hometown and our community.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, you worked at Castle Dunn, you said?
I did.
Back in the day?
Yes.
Wow. How long were you there?
Let's see. I'm trying to think. They closed about 83, but I think I was 16, so it would have been about 77.
Really? Yeah. Did you go to Smyrna?
I did.
What year were you at Smyrna?
Well, I graduated in 1980. So,
80. Okay.
Yeah.
With my brother.
My maiden name is Robinson. Everybody knew me as Jinx. That
okay.
was,
Where'd y'all grow up? Whereabouts y'all live?
Off of Amaville Road. Well, right now it's like on the other back, like by Food Line, on that end.
Okay.
Where those apartments are, we're right behind those apartments.
Oh, okay.
So,
yeah. Boy, Smyrna's grown fast, hasn't it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think about all this growth? You don't like it, do you? I don't either. It's not the same town.
It was country, and it was everybody knew everybody, and now it's just big. It's just a lot of people.
Had a girl at church. She caught me on the way out, and she's going to do a story about Sam Ridley, and she was doing some research, and I told her, I said, look, you need to be straight up. I said, if you're going to tell a story, you need to tell the good, the bad, the ugly, because I know a lot of ugly, and just be real. And I was telling her some craziness that happened, and God forgive me if it's wrong to be talking about this, but she said, oh, believe me, I uncovered enough, and anyways, it's old school, and you look back, you think, how did these things happen?
I remember drag racing out there.
Well,
no, we didn't do that.
Well, didn't Smyrna, they wouldn't write you a ticket for a DUI, they'd write it for what was it, reckless driving? So the town kept the money. But it was kind of smart if you think about it.
Yeah. Hey.
So a lot of people will say, the Ridley's done a lot of good for Smyrna.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
But they've done a lot of good for themselves.
Yes.
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 The rumor is that he didn't even have a water meter on his house. Did you ever hear that?
I didn't hear about that.
Surely you heard that. Anyways, I know there's somebody like Mike. You shouldn't be talking about this on the air. But anyways,
it's
crazy.
You
like
gotta
Boss
get it out
Hogg,
there.
you know what?
Hey, Mike,
The statute of limitations is right out.
Yeah,
I know.
that's why he was going to ask you about that. Me and Gilbert and all of us did that one night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Road.
Yeah, it was let's see, was it Hazelwood? I don't know if y'all remember that. It used to be the cops that sit up all the time. Remember that bunch of bushes? Yes. We did some bush clearing one night. We went up chainsaw and cleared all that out. After I got my reckless driving ticket there.
Roger.
That's when I had my '67 Chevelle.
Roger.
And I did the second. I didn't know I'd do that well in second. Once I hit second, it did real well. The cops thought it did too, so they wrote me a ticket.
You don't realize who you're hanging out with until you really know.
Right.
I grew up.
I'm joking. It's fun. I'm just funning you.
Yeah.
What do y'all do?
We all went through that, didn't we?
Yeah. What do y'all do to reach the young people, the younger folks?
We just want them to come out. That's why we have the car show, and we do a class called Young Guns.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
That's for 17 and under. If they bring a car in there, that's what we like for them to come out.
What are they into, that age group? Other than
everything.
Video games?
Yeah.
Everything. Cruising. Well, my daughter, she's 17.
She's the one that won the...
She is.
That is so cool that she won that.
She was riding one of those old-timey inchworm rides that you ride when you were kids. Her and her friends got one of those, and they ride that out in the parking lots.
Really?
So, that's what mine's doing. And driving a big old truck. She's got her new truck. What year is that truck? It's a Cummins. It's a Dodge Cummins.
Serious? What year?
It's a 2001.
It's a good motor. I had a 01. I put them Bumblebee Mopars. With what I sold that truck for, it'd probably be double what it's today.
Oh yeah. Yeah, she's a truck girl. Diesel. If it's not loud, she don't want it.
Now, so the toolbox is her makeup box.
Oh yeah.
Is that cool?
It
That's
is.
pretty cool.
It is.
And that was from Elders Hardware.
Yeah, Elders.
Yeah.
And they've got this year. It's a toolbox. Craftsman. It's a ratchet set, man. It's got everything in there. Metric. It's got it all.
Yeah.
So be sure all of y'all throw your name.
Oh, we will.
In the drawing.
Heck yeah.
And like I said, we got some pretty neat prizes. So.
Well, we're excited about it.
Did y'all see that car pulled up in?
Yeah, see, you can bring that to the cruise in.
Yeah.
Bring it.
His wife won't let him.
Well, that's her car. I talk about God wink moments. She spotted that car. It was being delivered from Florida. It had been hit the back. Got it from a Kurdish buddies. If you ever need a car, you'll go by Bell Furniture, Auto World of Smyrna. I bought 27 cars from guys. But I bought that thing, and it had been hit the back, and it was total surprise. She took care of my mom for 6 years, so I want to do something special for her. That night, the car got delivered to their car lot. And remember, it would need to be fixed.
Oh, yeah.
And that night, my wife said, I seen the prettiest white Mercedes on a car hauler. I thought, how is this? So I was surprised her. It was the same car.
Wow.
It was even my Kurdish buddies who are Muslim, they were tripping out. They were like, that is crazy. That's what I call a God wink moment.
Oh, yeah.
And it does happen. But it says the guy told me, he said, if you drove that car, I said, I never drove it. I mean, I just got it. My son drove it over. He goes, dude, this is a twin turbo. It'll do 0 to 60 and what was it? 4.5 seconds.
Oh, crap.
Well, you didn't do that till we got on this street.
Yeah, we hit it just now.
He was scared to do anything. What's this do? He's trying to figure everything out.
She told me don't hit buttons. It's got all kinds of buttons on it.
Yeah, those buttons. You never know if it's going to be the eject button or not.
Really?
Yeah.
You know. Well, thank you everyone for joining us.
Thank you. Thank
so
you.
January 4th, y'all gonna be out there at 2 o'clock.
We'll be there.
Well, but cruising, I think, starts around 1, correct?
1.
But anytime.
Call
come and eat
who
the free
they need
chili.
to call if they want to bring your car and get involved.
They can call me at 615-427-1949, or they can call Mike.
615-848-4232.
All right.
Yeah,
well, thank
so
you guys.
thank you.
Thank y'all so much.
Thank y'all.
Give Farron Todd a shout out if he's listening, and Tony Campbell. And thank you, Marty, for calling in. And folks, we'll catch up with you next week.
Thank you. Thank you.